Robert the Bruce and the Spider.
Let's learn some new words before we listen to the story. Refugee. Someone who has fled to another country or place for safety. Amazed. With great surprise or wonder. Inspiration. To fill someone with new hope to do something beyond his usual ability. Similarity. Something that is the same. Soldiers. People who fight to keep their country safe. King. A male ruler of a country who usually inherits his position and rules for life. Process. The order of events before reaching a goal. Succeed. To achieve a desired result. Recognize. To know or identify something that is familiar to you.
Robert the Bruce and the Spider. Hundreds of years ago, Scotland had a king called Robert the Bruce. He was very brave and wise. The country of England was at war with Scotland. They wanted to make Scotland a part of England. The Scottish people were lucky to have a leader like Robert the Bruce. Robert the Bruce had a small army of Scottish soldiers. They fought 6 battles with England, but lost every time. The English army was much bigger and stronger than the Scottish army. When King Bruce and his army lost the 6th battle, they were not allowed to stay in Scotland. Robert the Bruce became a refugee in his own country. He had to hide in the forest and in caves because if the English army caught him, he would be put in prison. One day when he was lying down inside of the cold cave, hungry and tired, he noticed a spider getting ready to spin a web. He watched the spider as she worked slowly and carefully, holding her thread gently. She tried to reach the other side of the cave wall, but she slipped and fell. However, to Robert the Bruce's surprise, this did not stop her. She climbed back up the cave wall and started the process all over again. 6 times she tried and 6 times she failed. King Bruce was amazed at her determination. The tiny spider kept on trying again and again and again. Robert realized that there was a lot of similarity between the spider and himself. He also tried to fight the English army 6 times and failed, just like the spider 6 times. While he was thinking about this, the tiny spider crawled up the wall and began to process all over again for the 7th time. Robert the Bruce carefully watched the spider try for the 7th time as he began to forget about his own troubles. He wanted to know if the spider would succeed this time or fail again. Slowly and carefully, the spider held her thread and managed to reach the other end of the cave wall. She succeeded on her 7th try. King Bruce was filled with new hope. This gave him courage to battle against the English again, and maybe this time, the 7th time, he could win. Robert the Bruce gathered his Scottish army back together and told them all about the spider. This provided everyone with hope and inspiration. They needed to go back to battle against the English. Finally, the 7th battle was fought, and this time they defeated the English army. The King of England was then forced to leave Scotland. England finally recognized Scotland as its own country and Robert the Bruce as King of Scotland. King Bruce never forgot the lesson he learned from the tiny little spider. If at first you don't succeed, try again.
Now let's use the 5-finger retell to remember all of the details of the story. Characters: Robert the Bruce and a tiny spider. Setting: in a dark cave in Scotland. Problem: Robert feels sad and unsure because he lost battles against the English. Events: inside the cave, Robert watches a spider trying to spin its web. Solution? Inspired by the spider, Robert feels brave again and decides to try once more. He gathers his army and wins a big battle, making Scotland free. This fable about Robert the Bruce and the spider teaches a valuable lesson, that persistence and determination in the face of adversity can lead to success. That means if you keep trying, even when things are hard, you can still succeed. I hope you enjoyed this fable from Scotland, Robert the Bruce and the Spider.